It's time to cut out our lighthouse. First of all, you'll need your ruler, a pencil, and of course, scissors. Now, if you have Lookout, our Body, our Currituck, our Ocracoke, our Oak Island, our Old Baldy, these are all going to be quite the same. Now watch this whole video before you do anything, and then you come back and watch it again. I want you to watch, make sure, because some of these lighthouses will take a different type of cut, okay? Now, when you measure, we're gonna measure once again. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my finger next to the bottom edge, and I'll put a line right there. Put it to the top edge, put a line on the other side of my finger. I'm gonna do it on the other side too. Put a line right there, and put a line right there. Take my ruler and I'm going to mark that line on either side. So now I have a big, long rectangle on either side of my lighthouse. That's the way that I want it. And you'll do the same thing for all those except for Hatteras. Hatteras has something a little bit different. With Hatteras, you're going to do the same thing, but at the bottom part that's brick, I want you to put a finger right here, and it might come right to the edge of the brick, so we'll see. And I do the same thing at the top. And this doesn't have to be accurate, super accurate. I want you to have enough room to do what you need to do when we start gluing this on. Okay, then right here by the red part, at the top, I'm going to do a finger length. The bottom, I'm going to do a finger length. The top, on the other side of finger length. The bottom side of finger length. And then I'm just going to connect those, okay? All right. All right, so let's start cutting it out. If you're cutting out Lookout or anything like that, or all of them are like this, with the exception of Ocracoke. Come here, Ocracoke. I know you're in here. There it is. All right. We're going to cut off the bottom, and we are going to save this piece that you cut off, because we're going to use it a little bit later as well. But we've cut that off, and then you can go ahead and we'll cut out the other sides. There's one, and the other side. Now, when you go back and watch this video, you can pause wherever you need to. Now, for Ocracoke, here's a little bit different because you're not going to cut off the bottom, you're going to cut off the top. All right? And you won't really have to save this for Ocracoke. You can just throw that away now. So, I forgot to make sure that you do the measurements on the side before you do your cutting on it, okay? So, let me do the cutting now. All right. Now, once you get to cutting all these out, we'll get started from right there. Put that aside. Now, Hatteras is going to be a little bit different when you cut it out. What I want you to do is cut off the bottom, just like everybody else, except for Ocracoke, who cut off their top instead. And you will need to save your piece as well. Now, I'm going to cut the outside part that I measured out, not the red part, but the little piece outside, and cut that side as well. I'm going to cut down on the outside, and I'm going to stop when I reach this line right here where the red brick starts, okay? I'm going to cut it right there really close. And you have to be really super accurate about this. Make sure you stop at the line. Don't go past it. Don't stop short of it. And then Now watch close, because this is going to be important. I'm going to cut a little bit past into the lighthouse, just a little bit along the line of the top of the red. I'm going to cut to just a little bit past the lighthouse, okay? Just a very little bit past the lighthouse. Do the same thing on the other side and cut just a little way past the lighthouse. There we go. All right. And now you're set up for gluing everything down for Hatteras. All right. One other thing about Old Baldy is right here where we did the inside measurements. I took a pencil and I circled them. It's kind of hard to see, but maybe you can see it before you cut it out. Can you see my little circle that's right here near the top? And my little circles down here near the bottom. Can you see those little circles down here? So I know where to fold to in just a few moments. Then you go ahead and finish cutting out the rest of it. So stop what you're doing, go ahead and get everything cut out, and then we're going to go to the pasting section. See you in a moment.